Not ready for this pretty spooky story. They buried her, but she was not dead. I'll tell you what happened when her husband heard screams from her tomb. Neysi Perez was just 16. He lived in a small village in Honduras, and they were very religious. She was newly married and pregnant, and by all accounts, full of life. One night there was gunfire near her home. It was really loud, sudden, and violent. Neysi was terrified, so she collapsed. Shots rang out. Neysi was outside, and she was terrified, so she passed out. She collapsed, her whole body went stiff, and she stopped responding. Family thought something darker had taken over. Mind you, they were very religious, so they didn't call an ambulance. They called a priest. He came quickly and began to perform an exorcism. Nothing worked. Neysi's body just stayed still, and she started to get cold. Eventually, they decided to take her to the hospital, where doctors there declared her dead. They said that it had to have been a heart attack brought on by fear. Family was devastated, and they started mourning her immediately. And following local tradition, they decided to bury her the very next day, sealed tight in a concrete tomb, which was supposed to be final. That's what they thought. The very next day, her husband, Rudy, he was devastated, so he visited her grave, maybe to talk to her or to say goodbye by himself. As he stood near her tomb, he started to hear something. Faint scream, muffled, desperate, and banging. He heard the knocking from inside the crypt. He froze, but he immediately recognized the voice as Neysi's. Panic set in, and he started to scream for help. A tiny village, so the family rushed back. The ambulance came. They didn't wait. They started breaking open the tomb. They broke the tomb open. They realized that it was not how they had left. The glass window inside her coffin was shattered from the inside, and her fingers were bruised and bloody. The interior of the casket was lined with scratches. Neysi had tried her hardest to break herself out. Quickly pulled her from the coffin. People say that they saw her gasping and that her body was warm. They traced her to the hospital where doctors attempted to revive her, but by that time it was too late. Her body had been without oxygen for too long, and this time her death was final. Later, some doctors believe that she suffered from cataplexy. It's a rare neurological condition that can make people appear dead. Breathing slows to where it looks like it stops. Your heart rate slows as well. And unless you're looking really, really closely, the person can appear dead. You might miss that they're still alive. Others assume that it was supernatural forces. Her spirit got rejected and sent back, like she was a disturbed soul for some reason. Was it a medical error or something we just can't comprehend? This story exploded across the news. People were horrified. If this could happen to her, how many other people had this happen to? Many others could be buried alive or could have been buried alive. Forced hospitals to change their death protocols. Families to question the finality of death. We think of death as a line, but sometimes it's a doorway. And sometimes